Okay, my friends, when I left, we had worked the entire pattern rows 5 through 16 of chart number 38 from Melissa Leapman's book, Knitting Modular. Now I'm back and I wanted to go ahead and at least go through one whole repeat. And in the pattern it tells you to go down to row 9 to start the repeat. It's row 9 through 16. You want to repeat again? 9 through 16. 9 through 16. Now, on the chart you can see there's a box here. This represents the number, the stitches that you have to repeat. You go across, and if you have stitches, you need to come back up to the front and repeat them again. And if you need to do it again, you come back up. Now, my little trick is to, and of course a lot of people do this, but take a highlighter and mark the inside of the box on this side and inside the box on this side. This really gives you a visual, a quick visual, where to take your eye and where you should go and pick and start working the stitch. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And like I said, I got so involved in knitting, I went past my first row 9, you know, the first part of the sweat over here, and I thought, oh no, I didn't even have the camera on. So I'm on the second half over here, and I think I had a little mistake left over from row 15, so I flagged it just to kind of see if that's something that I can fix. We'll see when we get there. So I'm on the second front now of row number 9, and we're going to work this together. We're going to pay especially, you know, we're going to really pay attention to the yarn overs. I'm going to take it as a nice smooth pace because, like I said, it looks like a simple chart, but if you take your eye off the ball, the whole thing just like what? Because I fell asleep a couple of times. And then once I get through this, then I'll open it up and let you see it, and then we'll continue to work the rows. So let's see, before we get started, was there anything else special that I need to tell you? I think I'm okay. Alright, we are on row 9, and we're getting ready to work repeats. So I have worked across, and now I'm ready for this side. If I can just get my stitches to kind of move a little bit, I'm going to slide my marker where I have done the increase on the sweater. My heat's going to kick on a little bit, but we'll just plow right through it. Alright, row 9, this is how we'll start. Of course, you know we have to start and end with a yarn over. So yarn over, we're starting right here. Yarn over. Now the next thing is to knit 1 stitch, then yarn over. Now a left leaning stitch, so I'm going to slip, slip, knit, or either knit 2 through the back loop, whichever is good for you. I just need a left leaning stitch. After the slip, slip, knit, we have 3. Look ahead and see if you have those 3 stitches that always line up together. I call them my 3 friends. They really help me. So I knit 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I'm on the other end and I knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, stop. Alright, now when I stop, that means I have gone to the yellow section of the box. Now I need to bring my eyes back up to this section, and that starts with a knit 1. So look at that. So now, and a knit 1 lines up as a center stitch. You may not be able to see it on mine, but you will be able to see it on yours. So I knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit. Now I look for my 3 friends. There they are. I knit 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then I knit 2 stitches together on this end, and there's a yarn over and stop. I see there's a center stitch right there. That brings me back up to the beginning right here. So make sure you keep that yarn over. Now yarn over, now knit 1. I'm at the beginning of the box. 1. Then I yarn over again. Then there's a slip, slip knit. See, we're just repeating things. Now I look for those 3 stitches. There they are right there, my 3 friends. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm on the other side here, so I knit 2 stitches together and yarn over, stop. You see I have a few more stitches left, so I need to go back up to the beginning, and where I stopped there should be that center stitch, which should be knit 1. I'm at the beginning of the box. Knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit again. Let's see, can I get it on here? Slip, slip, knit. Alright. Now let's see if I have my 3 friends, if they're going to line up right. Okay, this is where I think I had something left over from row 15, so I'm going to see if I can see how to fix it. I'm going to open it up. First I'm going to find my 3 friends, how they should be lined up right there. So in fact, I think I have an extra, I had an extra yarn over in there. That's what happened. So I'll just knit those 2 together. So I'm going to knit 1, then 2, then 3. So now I have my 3 friends back. Alright, I just knit 1, 2, 3. Alright, then there's a right leaning stitch where I need to knit 2 stitches together right there. So I'm going to knit 2 stitches together, then yarn over, and since I only have 1 stitch left, and there's only 1 stitch left here on the chart, so after that yarn over, knit 1, and then I add the last yarn over. Slide the marker and hold it as you knit the last 5 stitches. Just like that. That one place, for some reason I had split the yarn and got another stitch, or I did a yarn over, not realizing, and so, but I simply just knit 2 together so I could get my 3 friends, and then knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. So now that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to open it up for you. Remember, I had switched to a longer needle, but really this one's getting full too. We'll switch a little later. We're going to go ahead and try to get it all on this needle and then switch at the very end. Alright, so as you can see, now let me check my camera and see if I need to pull it down a little bit. I might need to pull the camera down. Hold on a minute. Just a little bit. Let's see if that will help. Okay, that's good, because I can take this back or pull it up. Alright, so now you get an idea. Remember I said it is so deceiving when you have your knit on the needles. It just looks like it's not going to fit, like it's too small, like nothing is working, until you take it off, and then the whole thing just blooms out, just stretches all out. So I'm going to just pull this front out for you, just like this, just so that you can at least see that much of the lace. Does that help at all? Can you start to see how the lace is coming out now? You can see where the raglan, let's just go over it. You can see where the sleeve and where the raglan increases come down. We're doing knit into the front and into the back. I hope you're remembering to to check every once in a while to make sure that you have done the increase. Since we don't have the eyelet holes from a yarn over, we're doing knit into the front and into the back, and then we'll go across the back, and then we have the opposite side, which is just the same. Does that make sense? Alright, like I say, it's going to be hard to see how it really looks until we can really spread it out. We will change needles, but I don't think we need to now. I think we need to keep it just like this and keep going. Alright, we have just finished. Of course, you will have, row 9 on one front and the opposite front. Once you finish both row 9s, Then row 10, you will knit the borders on each, knit the border, purl all the stitches, and then knit the opposite border. I will see you back at row 11. All right? Take care of your yarn overs. And don't forget, if you just use a little tip of when you get here, just say stop. For some reason, it helps you to know or to set your mind to come back and start here. All right, back in just a minute. Okay, so I am working my way around. I thought I'd go ahead and work the first half of row 11, and then I will work my way around. And I am still, don't forget, I am still doing the sweater raglan increase, knit into the front and into the back. Then knit the stitch, slide the marker, knit the next stitch, knit into the front and into the back. Gotta keep that going. Alright, so then I'm going to knit over to my lace section. Alright, so now as we start working up towards row 16, every once in a while it's good to stop and count, because we have to, the first thing we need to do is work up, if you look on your schematic, is work up to our sleeve, our designated sleeve number. So my sleeve number I'm trying to get up to is 56. And like I said, since we don't have the eyelet holes to just tell us right off the bat, or we could count how many increases we made, the best thing to do is just stop every once in a while and count and see how close you are to your sleeve number. Alright, I am up to row 11. We're going to work this side together. I've already, like I said, I worked the other side and I come around. So I'm on this side. Row 11. You start with a yarn over, and you're going to knit 1, 2, and 3. Then a yarn over, slip, slip, knit, knit 1, see where it falls, should be a center. That's after the slip, slip, knit, we're knitting 1. Then we knit the next 2 stitches together. Then a yarn over, and there's a knit 1. And look where that knit 1 falls. It falls at the beginning of my 3 friends. So we're going to knit 1, stop, take your eye back up to the beginning of the box where it's highlighted in yellow, and look, there's 1, 2. The other 2 friends are waiting. So knit 1, 2. So that made my 3 friends. Yarn over. The next stitch is a slip, slip, knit. Then look for that knit 1, should be in the center. Then knit 2 stitches together. Yarn over. Knit 1, stop. Look ahead, there's my other 2 friends waiting. So I knit at the front of the box, so knit 1, 2. Yarn over, slip, slip, knit, knit 1, then knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, knit 1, stop, look for the other 2 friends, there they are at the front of the box, knit 1, 2, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, knit 1, then knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, my 3 friends at the end. When I do this yarn over, now watch, these are the only stitches I have left, so I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3 off and put the last yarn over. So I have a yarn over, then I knit the last 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then don't forget the yarn over, slide the marker. You may have to hold that yarn over on this side. and knit the last 5 stitches. I like to give a little tug, trying to keep that yarn over in the right place. So knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We have just finished row 11 of our lace pattern. Of course, this upside down, so let me turn it so that we can still always get an idea of where we are on the, so you can kind of hold it up. All right, so now that was row 11. You have a right side and a left side. You know, you have 2 fronts. So we just finished row 11. Both fronts are worked. So when you turn the work, of course, you knit the first 5 stitches. Make sure that yarn over stays on the side it belongs, and then purl all the stitches until you get to the last border and knit those 5 stitches also. And then, like I say, every once in a while, you just kind of get an idea of where you are. Stop and count. Here's my sleeve right here. See that between those 2 markers? My number off my schematic is 56. So I'll just, I won't do it now, but I'm just showing you. So every once in a while, just stop and count and see how close you are. That's the first number we need to get to. Once we get to the 56, or your number, then of course, I'll tell you the next step in order for us to, to start. Well, we'll put the sleeve on some waste yarn or another needle. But first, we got to continue to go. So now, you work the wrong side. I will go ahead and work it off camera, and then I will see you back at row 13. We're making great progress tonight because I'm trying to stay focused and give you any tips that will help you, but mainly just take your time and keep your eye on the ball. All right, back at row 13. All right, so I am knitting down, just checking in with you. I'm knitting down, and I'm making sure that I do my sweater increases, knitting to the front and back, of course. Slide the marker, knit a stitch, knitting to the front, knitting to the back. We are ready to work row 13 on this side, on this front of the sweater. So I'll just knit down real quick. I thought I was already down there. Oh. But it won't take me but just a minute. Okay, almost there. Once you get comfortable and you get into a rhythm and you come up with your little ways of just paying attention, little things like I use the landmark system. It helps me to pay attention. It helps me to focus, to have a little something. And you'll figure out your own little rhythm too. All right, so I'm down to where the lace starts. So I slide the marker. Row 13 on this front. See, it's coming right along, and look how it's really growing. All right, let's go together. All right. Of course, we have to start with a yarn over. Make sure I have enough yarn. Yarn over. Now watch. I have 1, 2, 3. There are my 3 friends. Let's see if I can find them right there. Yep, there they are. So I'm going to knit after the yarn over, and I'll hold it in place. Then I'll knit 1, 2, and 3. Then stop for a minute. All the symbol's been going on this side to the left, but here's one now. On row 13, it starts to go to the right. It's leaning to the right. So that simply means after I knit the 3, I'm going to knit 2 stitches together. Knit 2 stitches together, leans to the right. Then yarn over, and then I need 3 stitches right there in the center. I see them. 1, 2, and 3. Then there's a yarn over, and I end with a slip slip knit. Okay, now stop, because now we need to go, because you can see I have a lot more stitches on this side, so that means I need to go up to the front of the box after I do this slip slip knit. And when I get there, there's a knit 1, and there's like a center, so we knit 1. Then now I'm going to knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, and knit 3. Look for my 3 friends there. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, slip slip knit, and slip slip knit, then stop. Get some yarn, you stop. Make sure my camera, I thought I heard something. Let me just check. Nope. Now I can go back up to the beginning of the box, and there's that knit 1 again. Knit 1. Then knit 2 stitches together. Then yarn over. There's my 3 friends. Knit 1, 2, 3, yarn over, slip slip knit, stop. Now back to the front, because I still have more stitches. There's that knit 1. It's a center. You can tell it's like a center. So knit 1, then knit 2 stitches together. Whoops. Then a yarn over. You see that yarn over? Knit, then 1, 2, 3. Knit the next 3 stitches. Now yarn over, slip slip knit, stop. Alright, I don't have but 3 stitches left, and look how many I have on the chart. 1, 2, 3. So after that slip slip knit, I'm simply going to knit 1, 2, 3, and don't forget the yarn over. The last yarn over, slide the marker. You may have to hold that yarn over. See, it jumped right over there. You have to hold it on this side. Then knit the 5 stitch border. Kind of give it a tug to keep it over there, like that. So I just knit those 5 stitches off. And we have just finished row 13 of our chart. There it is, row 13, beautiful lace front edge. There's my raglan increases. Looks so nice and neat and clean, even without the yarn overs. Alright, of course, row 14, knit the 5 border stitches, but purl all the way back. I will see you on the last pattern row, row 15. Then we will kind of talk or see what else we need to do. I'll tell you the next step. Alright, back at row 15. You are creating and designing your own pretty sweater. Alright, back just a little bit. Alright, so we are back, and I am at row 15, the last pattern row. So let's jump right in. I'm going to knit up to my marker right here. Here is row 15. This is the one where we're going to use that little symbol again, where it's slip 1 stitch, knit 2 stitches together, and just pass the slip stitch over. So I will bring that to your attention. Alright, slide the marker, and of course we start with a yarn over. Then there's knit 2 stitches. And make sure that yarn over stays over here. Now knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over. Now here's that symbol. Well, first of all, look and see. There's 3. We need 3 stitches to do this symbol. So there's 3 right there, my 3 friends. So slip 1. Then you knit 2 stitches together, like that. Then you reach back and pass that slip stitch over and off. Alright, now on the other side of this symbol, you're going to yarn over, and then we will simply knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knit 5. Don't forget now, there's a yarn over first, and then knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, this is one row that I like because we didn't have to do much on it. Alright, after I knit the 5, I yarn over, stop. Go back up to the front of the box, back to the symbol where it's highlighted in yellow for me. And I need 3 stitches to make that symbol, to work it. And I see it right there, so slip 1. Knit 2 stitches together. Reach back and pass that slip stitch over. Yarn over, now knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then yarn over and stop. Back to the front. I see 3 stitches, so I slip 1. I knit 2 stitches together. I reach back and pass the slip stitch over. Yarn over, and then I knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then a yarn over and stop. Back to the front of the box. I need 3 stitches, so there they are. Slip 1. Oops, dropped it off my needle. Slip 1, knit 2 stitches together. Ooh, this yarn is splitting. Reach back and pass the slip stitch over and off. Don't forget there's a yarn over. Get some yarn here. After that yarn over, then we knit, oops. After the yarn over, then we knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then a yarn over and stop. Alright, we don't have but a few stitches left, not enough to go back up to the front, so now I take my eye to the symbol on this side at the top. I have that yarn over in place, you see it? It's in place, so I'm going to slip 1. I need 3 stitches, so there's 1, 2, 3. So I slip 1. I knit 2 stitches together. I reach back and pass that slip stitch over and off. Yarn over. Now I need to knit 2 stitches because there's the last 2 there. 1, 2. So now with that yarn over in place, I knit 1, 2, and then I have to make the last yarn over on every row. Slide the marker, hold it in place, and knit the last, and knit the 5 border stitches, the last stitches. See, make sure that yarn over is in place. So that's 1, 2, that's 3, 4, and 5. And that is the lace on this side. Now, just so I can end in a good place and we can see what we have, row 16, the last purl row, I'm going to change to a longer needle. I think I might put on my 48 or 60 inch, and then I will be right back so that I can show you what we have so far, give you anything else I need to tell you, and we can end, and so you can really see what we have. All right, give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I put it on, I put it on a 48 in length needle, and even that's too small. It has grown that fast. See, it's so deceiving when it's on the needle what you have, but at least I can spread it out, at least as we stop on this part of the sweater, and you can see at least, well, the main thing is where we come from. You can see where we come from. Look how much and look how much I have done. We have pretty lace on each side that once we, all steamed and blocked out eventually, it's going to spread out real pretty. This is not a cardigan. It is not meant to meet at the neck. It's an open throat sweater. You'll see that it will just kind of be open in there at the front, that you can wear a beautiful necklace or some pretty beads or whatever. And then the lace just comes all the way down if you want it to. All right. So the next thing that we need to try to, I'm stopping the tutorial right here to give you time to catch up. I'm learning to give people time to, you give them a lot of information. Just give people time, to kind of, well, first of all, to work it, to get settled with it, get in your rhythm, and then catch up so that you can feel, excited about what you're making. And so this tutorial will end. I'll stop it tonight, and then when we pick it up again, we should be ready to, we should be closer to our sleeve count. Now, on my schematic, my sleeve, I'm trying to get up to 56. So right now, just a few minutes ago, I sat there and counted my stitches that I have in my sleeves right now, and I have 48 stitches. Well, just by sheer math, 48 from 56, I need at least 8 more stitches in each sleeve, 8 more, to get up to my designated number of 56. So I'm pretty close. So you can do the same. You can count and then just subtract it from the number you're trying to reach to see how many more stitches you need. Once we get there, in the next part of the tutorial, 182-3 or part 3, all right, that's when we will separate the sleeve, and that's when I will give you a second ending to the sweater. For those who say, okay, Jay, I'm enjoying this and everything, and I really like the lace, but I may have bitten off more than I can chew, or or my lace didn't go as smooth as yours. Is there any way to stop it and yet still have the sweater? Yes. So I will give you a second ending, how to simply stop the lace but continue on down with us and still come out with a pretty sweater. You'll have lace at the top, and we'll just stop it, like I say, kind of at the bust line right by the sleeves. So I think that will work out for a lot of people that maybe just, says, okay, I just want to try it. Now, can I do something a little easier? But at least you made it this far, and you should be very proud. It's going to be very pretty. Like I said, we're designing this, and it's not that I had it all, a prototype all finished. Like I said, I was practicing on that one. I wrote down all the mistakes and then redid it, and now I'm sharing it with you. So I think that's it. I just want you to see where we came from to where we are now. And then when I come back in part 3, we will be ready to separate the sleeves. You will need some scrap yarn and a needle, or you can, I go straight to my number 9 16-inch needles for each sleeve. But I'll show you all that when we come back. Just so, if you're new to how I, how I kind of finish or transition from the top, the sleeve, and then the body. of the sweater. Well, I hope this has been enjoyable. I hope you are enjoying the lace knitting. I hope you're enjoying knitting from the chart. You see how much faster it is to knit from the chart, but you do have to concentrate and you do have to get in a rhythm. Find your own rhythm, but take your time. And I'm sure you will start wanting to knit from charts even more because it's really much faster. Well, this is Jay. This is the end of part 2 of my Spring Fling Raglan lace sweater. I will be back with part 3 and we will hopefully be ready to separate the sleeves, and oh my gosh. We can just see how it's going and just be proud. So, until then, happy knitting. Take your time. Watch what you're doing. Take it slow. We're not in a race. But happy knitting, and I will see you at part 3. I think I'm going to bed now. Bye-bye.